The brother made the song. Remember the song? Eat man, whoa, them I eat man, whoa. Eat man, whoa, whoa, them I eat man. Who remember that song where they was talking about the cannibals in Jamaica? Boy, this big Pharaoh, I know some history don't nobody want to remember. I don't know who that was. I want to say King Kong made that, but I don't think it was him. Yeah, I can't find the song. It's a song. It said, Eat mine, whoa, them I eat mine. Because it came to the record store when I worked at Ashanti Record, that record. I said, what he saying? He said, they talk about how the cannibals down there in Jamaica, they catch you in them hills back there. Only some real reggae, like authentic reggae collectors and experts know that song. If you really know reggae real good, you know that song. It went, them I eat mine, whoa, whoa, them I eat mine, whoa. Eat mine, oh, them I eat mine. And he was talking all about up in them hills. That was Pinchers. Oh, wow, that was Pinchers. I believe that because Pinchers was hot. Yeah, that was Pinchers. I got to write that down. I got to go find that. That was you right too, because Pinterest was the hottest thing. He was the hottest thing at that time. Yeah, because he had the 100% to love me, we have the 100% to love. No 50-50 love me, want no 70-30 love. Yeah, pictures, that was pictures, I think. Yeah, pictures was the hottest thing. A lot of people don't give pictures his prop. He was the hottest one. He really was the one that broke dancehall. It wasn't Shaba. They don't know that, do they, Elijah? It wasn't Shaba didn't break that. It wasn't Supercat didn't break that. The person that broke dancehall and made it big was Pinchers. He don't get no props. Because Yellow Man was still doing the reggae. Left, right. Lift your foot, then put them down. And he was like, the body man got a purpose. I couldn't believe that. That's a whole other story. Yellow Man blew up reggae, right? Yellow Man blew up reggae. And the reason I don't want to call it dancehall, because dancehall came on a faster beat. And Yellow Man, they was calling that dancehall, but it never really ended up being dancehall. They was they was calling it dancehall because it was the kind of music they played at the dance hall, okay? So they had music that they played at the dance hall and they called it dance hall. But they had music that had a different beat that was dance hall. So certain music was called dance hall, right? And other music was called dance hall because it was played in the dance hall. But real dance hall music didn't go like Yellow Man dun 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 dun. No, pinches in them do 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 do. So you couldn't even skank on that. That's dance hall music. The other one was reggae, was dance hall reggae. That's the best way to put it. So you had dance hall reggae, which was Yellow Man, and he didn't blow that up. Eka Mouse blew that up. Eka Mouse blew up dancehall reggae, not Yellow Man. Eka Mouse blew that up. Way before Eka Mouse was the one that blew up dancehall reggae. That's a fact. Yellow Man didn't get big till way later. Eka Mouse. 6'6" above sea level. I do them, them. I do them, them. Me don't know, say me don't know, Me don't know, they don't know, You see me loving, lovely girl, Johnny girl. That was the dance hall He broke that. Eagle Mouse. Yellow Man didn't come till, by the time Yellow Man came, it was years later. I was in LA by then. Eagle Mouse happened when I was still in Chicago. He the one. He don't get no props. Tenor was dancehall. Tenor came behind Pinchers. Pinchers introduced all of them. Pinchers the one that brought Tenor and all them into the game. Super Cat and all them. Pinchers. When they stopped using, Eagle Mouse was still using the bass. Boom, 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 boom. But Pinchers and them was using Stevie and Clevie. And they was using the keyboard. No bass. Keyboard bass. It was faster. And that's when I was working at a Shantai record. So she was making a fortune because like every Thursday and Friday, all the Jamaican DJs were coming by like $300 worth of records a piece for the dancehall party that weekend. Real talk. Real talk. They would come to the record store on Thursday and Friday and buy $300-400 worth of records. And she would have the albums. She would have the albums like this. But them records for the dance hall, she had them in a box behind the. It don't need a. She didn't put them on the shelf. She got them in the box because they like 33 and 45. They not albums. And she have them come in every week, whatever the new stuff in, and they come and they spend 300, 400, 200, 300, 400, all the DJs for that weekend. Did they out you on their music or were they gatekeepers? Nitty gritty. Yeah, nitty gritty. I don't know. Ask me again. Because I was playing the music. I was a musician. But I was still playing the traditional reggae. The first okay, now back in Chicago, it went like this. We had a place called Stages Music Hall. And Stages Music Hall was where you had concerts at. So Stages Music Hall, they would have the concerts. And the bands would come and play upstairs. Then downstairs, we had a club. When the bands get through, downstairs, we had a club called Cool Runnings that we designed ourselves. This is me there the day after we painted all of that. So then after the concert, then you would go downstairs for the dance hall party. So the reggae concert is upstairs with full band. This is like 1979. So the reggae concert is upstairs. Then afterwards, the dance hall is downstairs. So upstairs, whoever coming, they sing into a band. Then when they come downstairs, it's a DJ. And when they have a DJ, they be lined up. And then they take turns getting on the mic. And it be anybody down there. It might be anybody. It might be Eagle Mouse, anybody. And they be lined up, whoever in town. And they line up. And then he put on the record, dun, 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 pull it up. He put it back. And then Eagle Mouse called, hey, hey, one by one like that. You know what I'm saying? And you get there and you toast, I called the party last night. You know that I called the party last night. It was dandemon. Everything was a grand. Enough king and enough woman. Just like that. And then he leave and then the next man come and he sing and you know what I'm saying? And then he say his little thing and then the next man come. Then they pull it up. Then they put on another record with the same rhythm. Like the DJs have everything lined up by rhythm. It's amazing. So that dun 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 dun, dun they got 10 records with that same, but it's a different singer. It's crazy. And they got all the rhythms is named. It's a slang tang rhythm. This rhythm. This is crazy. Like Jamaicans is off the chain with that. I ain't gonna lie. That music selection by the rhythm is crazy because their records are categorized by the rhythm. Like we categorize ours by the artist. No, theirs is categorized boom boom rhythm, so and so rhythm, this one rhythm, and they can play 12 songs in a row on the same rhythm, and it's amazing because when the next song come on, he starts singing, you forget what the last dude was singing. Bounty Killer, the king of dancehall. Not really. The kings of dancehall got to be like Josie Wells, that group. All them other dudes, respect to them. But nah, the kings of dancehall got to be Charlie Chaplin, Josie Wells, and that group. Them the kings. Everybody after them is cool, but the kings is the originators. Beanie Man is way later. You know what I'm saying? The kings is like Josie Wells, Charlie Chaplin. That group is the kings of it. They the ones laid the foundation. Everybody after that is later. But this way back, y'all don't know who I'm talking about. This is when they had the radio station in New York, and our friends would go up there and tape it and bring it down. You know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing about that, Elijah. Like them, that's like way back. They had radio stations in England and they had radio stations in New York. They didn't have a radio station in Chicago, so our friends used to go up there and get the tapes. I forgot the name of that radio station in New York. It's gonna come to me. And those are the kings of dance. Like those is the originators. It's a few others too. Charlie Chaplin, Josie Wells, and some more. Elijah know what I'm talking about. It's a group of them. Brigadier Jerry. Yeah, Brigadier Jerry. Them was that's before Yellow Man and all that. Like them was the ones that laid that whole foundation. And they was hard. You could listen, man, you could listen to them tapes all night. Them tapes was fire. And they can have, man. I lost my tapes. I had my tapes, and my boy had them, and he sat them down, and we got on the bus in Watts. We got on the bus, and my man left them. Man, we got on the bus, and my man left them. Now, Roy, Big Youth, and Dillinger, they was considered like recording artists, like these dance hall dudes. They wasn't really like recording artists. They was just dance hall dudes. They did do some albums, but they was known for being at parties. Yeah, that group, they wasn't really known for recording that much. They was known for rapping over the dubs of the recording. They was like what you call toasters. And what they called them masters of ceremony, like MCs. Y'all don't know that came from the Jamaicans. And they wasn't really doing a lot of recording because the recording was still like Bob Marley, Burning Spear, Big Youth, them kind. And some of them Big Youth and them was kind of doing it on the record. But them dudes doing it on the record wasn't none like them dudes in the dance hall battling. That was a whole nother monster. I wish I had them tapes, man. That's a whole nother animal. Elijah will tell you, hey Elijah, Jah Love Sound. That was a whole nother animal, wasn't it? Roy and them was trying to do it on the record, but the record ain't like in the dance hall. Cause they was battling like it was like a battle. It was like 10 men get on the same beat and try to see who could do the best on it. It was crazy. It was. They don't got much of that on record. That was an element that got lost. If that disappeared as Eka Mouse and them came and they started trying to record something similar to that, then everybody started going that way. But them records, would you tell me, Elijah, them records, Eka Mouse, them, it ain't like them dudes really in the club lined up to get on the turntable. That's like, that was a whole nother, that's like a whole nother type of music. I can't explain it to you, y'all. It ain't no record like that. I used to be amazed on how many different things they could sing on the same beat. I thought that was incredible. I'm like, how they keep making up a different song cassette? Yeah. Hey, Elijah, I used to think, how in the hell? Because when you hear a song, it stick in your head. So I'm wondering how this dude get on there, block that song out, and make a whole different song. So you get through going, then he come, I don't mind if you say I'm going away. I just don't want to be lonely. But and then he just started going, and he's like, damn, how did he rap how did he do a whole, how does he forget the last one? And they were so good that when the next dude comes, you forget the last song. On the same beat, he say something totally different. You forgot what the last dude was saying. It was crazy magic. Yes, this dude rapping a certain flow on this beat. The next dude come on the same beat, and when he started rapping the flow, you can't remember what the last one was doing on everything. Then the next one come and do a whole different everything on the same beat. Man, you know how good you got to be to do that? Live in the dance hall. It was some incredible talent. I'm talking about, you like, how did this dude make a whole different song on this same record? How is these dudes making up all these songs on the same rhythm? That's one of the most incredible things in music. I got Prince Pharaoh, Prince Hammer and them. They started doing it on the record. But in the dance hall, they pulling up. Pull it up. Come down again. I mean, they ain't doing that on the record. In the dance hall, dude rap, he toast, then he pull it up. Woo, and start it over again. Yeah. Yeah. And he might go for a minute and come in, doom, do, and dude be gone. Then he might they pull it up, he come back again, and he say something else. And he might do that like 6 times. It'd be tripped out, man. We used to get the tape from Rankin Joe. Rankin Joe, dang, if I can remember the rate, in New York. It was a dude called Rankin Joe. They had a big radio station in New York. And the brothers from Trinidad went up there and taped a bunch of it and bought it down. It's the hottest stuff you ever heard in your life. It ain't no reggae was hotter than that. There's a lot of good reggae, a lot of good albums. I got a lot of. But the hottest reggae was up in them parties with all them DJs lined up. And Josie Wells and Charlie Chaplin and Brigadier Jerry and all them toasting against each other. It was incredible. Off the dome. Off the dome. It was incredible. That's some of the most incredible music ever made. And I listen to jazz, everything, jazz fusion. But that, I was amazed because I couldn't believe that a man could hear you do a record, do a song, and come and do a whole different song on the same damn rhythm. And then the next one do it, and the next one do it. And I'm like, how the hell do they do that? How the hell? You know what I'm saying, Elijah? I'm like, how in the hell do he make up a different song on this same rhythm, and then he do it, and then he do it, and then she do it, and then she do it? Because I think Sister Nancy would be there sometime. And I'm like, how in the hell? How they keep making up songs? Rankin Joe, right? In New York. What was the name of the radio station? It was Rankin Joe in New York. The hottest radio station in reggae history. Rankin Joe. Think he came on like Saturday night. And they would all be there live on the radio. That's crazy. Rankin Joe, I forgot the radio station. The radio station was big. They do that for like 2 hours. Everybody would be there. You think, damn, they all in New York, ain't they? I mean, these are real toasters. Because I used to trip off of Josie Wells. Josie Wells used to trip me out. I was like, I think he named himself after Clint Eastwood in the movie. Yeah, Josie Wells used to trip me out. Ain't gonna lie. I think he was my favorite. I don't know why. He was wild. Yeah, he was wild. Josie Wells was wild. That was like my favorite. I don't know why. But he was like a cowboy. Yeah, he was like a cowboy. My boy left those tapes. Man, if I had those tapes, you know what they would be worth? Man, yeah, he's outlaw. Man, if I had them tapes, man, them tapes would be worth it. Man, them tapes would be worth a fortune. They were so good. Man, they was so good. That was some incredible talent, I'm telling you. They was so good. Ain't nobody in reggae is better than them. There's a lot of great reggae, a lot of great bands, whether it's Steel Pulse or Oswald and Bob and Peter Tosh and Dennis Brown, everything, which is good and great music. But the most amazing thing is them dudes freestyling on them beats, killing them. Ah, man. And if dude go and he don't like how he going, he said, pull it up. and they pull it up and they drop it again and he come in different. Okay. Yeah. WKCR. I think that was it. I think it was WKCR. Yeah, that's what it was. 89.9. Rankin Joe and Somebody Screw, right? It was Rankin Joe and Screw. Who was Screw? Rankin Joe and Somebody Screw. Now that's classic. If people got tapes of that, let me know. I need copies. Rankin Joe and with who? Who was with him, Howard? Rankin Joe and Somebody Screw. Was it DJ Screw? No, it wasn't DJ Screw. It was Rankin Joe and Screw. Rankin Joe and somebody. Who was he with? Rankin Joe and who? Because it was two of them. It was Rankin Joe and somebody. And Josh Screw. I knew it was Screw. I knew it was Screw. I knew it was some Screw. Rankin Joe and Josh Screw. Yup. Yup. Fire. Fire. So fire, dudes would go up there just to get the tapes. Like my Trinidadian brother would go up there and visit and get the tapes, man, and come back with the tapes, man. It was like, what the hell? Live on the radio. Livest radio ever when it comes to reggae. I listen to a lot of reggae radio. Ain't nobody was messing with that show right there. They got all the stars in the studio. That was incredible. History in the making. Boy, whoever still got that music, boy, they need to re-release that. All that, they need to take and clean it up and put it on albums, whatever. Because that's like classic. In terms of immigration, and in terms of like people coming here, and the Jamaicans, yeah, that's history. That's historic. Because that's when all the Jamaicans that came in Miami and they went up to New York. And New York was like reggae out. That's why I used to get all my Rasta stuff. That's how I made all my money. So I was ordering my novelties from Nicholas Novelty and selling it in LA. So New York had all the shirts, every Haile Selassie shirt you could think of, every Bob Marley, Peter Tosh shirt you could think of, Lion of Judah, any Rasta, anything, they had it. And so I was getting rich. They didn't have that in California. So I would order thousands of dollars from stuff from New York, get it in California, tear anything off the box so nobody can know my contact. And I was just shutting the game down.